Hello! For those who don't know me, my name is Julia and I am a baker / cake artist based in Toronto. In this video, I'll be showing you a little sneak peek into my life as a small business owner. Starting off the day, I have this Genshin Impact cake that I am making for a new client. She's really sweet and she also gave me creative freedom with this cake. I really liked how this cake turned out and I can't wait to make another cake for her in the near future. And this next cake I made is for my regular who is celebrating her second child's 100 days, and I feel so honored I get to be a part of their family's big milestones like weddings and birthdays. I just feel so grateful for them. After I finish my cakes, I start working on my emails, making content, reviewing inquiries. On average, this usually takes me about 5 hours, and it could go anywhere up to 8 to 10 hours depending on the content and all the inquiries I have. I usually stop when I start getting really tired or really hungry. After I finish my admin work, I start making dinner, and sometimes I'm really lucky and I don't need to make dinner as my mother-in-law loves cooking for us. We love her food, so we go and grab it. Whenever I cook, I usually make vegetarian or pescatarian meals as I am pescatarian. For this meal, I made my go-to Chinese dishes with veggies instead of meat, and I have it served over rice, and I always have meat on the side for my husband. After dinner, I finish up the last cake I have for the day, and this cake is for a client who always gets a birthday cake for his wife. After that, I just clean and go to sleep.
The next day.
Starting off the next day, I start making all my batter I need. I also start prepping all my cake pans to make it non-stick, and this makes my life so much easier. I also love watching Rotten Mango on YouTube while I do this. If you know, you know. I know it's a little crazy listening to true crime while I bake, but hey, it works for me. And she's such a great storyteller. Anyways, I had to make 3 flavors, which is red velvet, chocolate, and vanilla bean. While my cakes are in the oven, I start on some admin work and I get something to eat. I also finish up some cake orders I have for the day, and I start prepping for the cake orders I have for the next day. After I finish my prep work and cleaning, I usually end up sleeping really late.
The next morning.
I woke up extra early to finish up this cake. I am in love with it. This cake is for a friend I used to work with, and she's been incredibly supportive throughout my cake journey. This next cake I made is for a client who's ordered from me multiple times and is always so friendly. We then head off to a cake delivery, which was very nice because delivering in the wintertime is a lot easier than the summertime. We also stock up on some cake supplies and restock on some ingredients before we head back home.
Later.
Once I got back, I started filming a BURNAWAY cake tutorial. This tutorial is highly requested and it's been on my list for a really long time. I'm so happy that I was able to schedule some time to make this BURNAWAY cake tutorial because I just kept pushing it off. And usually I prioritize taking orders over giving myself time to film content, but this year I learned I need to prioritize myself a bit more and to also make time to film content that I like. And yeah, I'm just really happy with how it's been going. Speaking on prioritizing time, I then started playing Stardew Valley with my family, and this gives me some time to rest before I start to bake again and before I start making dinner. After I gamed and got some rest, I started cooking dinner. And for this meal, I'm making a bone broth soup with noodles and veggies. I've been making this bone broth soup a lot lately because it's been helping with my health a lot. And I usually strain my broth so I don't get any meat bits in my bowl. And for my husband's bowl, because he's not pescatarian, I don't need to strain the broth and I leave the meat for him. And now it's time to feast.
One very long digestive tract later.
After I finished eating, I cleaned up and I started working on my new hobby. This hobby is where I'm cakeifying functional items and making it cute. And you can follow my journey on Instagram at beautifulcake. After cleaning up, I played around with my new gimbal and tried to learn how to use it. I am not tech savvy at all, so this took some time. After playing around with the gimbal for a few hours, I got really tired and just sat on the couch answering inquiries while I have 90 Day Fiancé in the background. And that sums up how my workdays look like. If you want to see more videos like this, especially with voiceovers, please comment down below and give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one.